In this video, I'm literally going to give you the answers in order to lose weight and to keep losing weight. It's not that hard as long as you apply certain principles and you stay consistent and change certain habits. But do you have what it takes? So I don't want this to be a long video because I just want to get to the points that I want to come across. But one thing I just want to get clear, people think that they can lose like 50 pounds in 1 month or in 2 months or like even 20 pounds for that matter in 1 month. Although there are some people, not 50 pounds, that have lost like maybe as high as 20 pounds. They've done it in a very unhealthy way. And not everybody can do that because everybody burns calories at a different rate. That's not a realistic goal. So you have to understand the principles that I'm going to give you here, okay, apply for the long run. Some people might see results faster than others. Other individuals might see results slower. It all depends on your power output when you go to the gym and when you work out. Or how many calories your body burns, because everybody burns calories at a different rate. If you have any pre-existing injuries that could possibly slow you down, okay? How many times you go to the gym as well, what your eating conditions are like, what you eat. Like there's a number of various things that could dictate how fast somebody's gonna lose weight. And people need to get that out of their head, okay? And stop thinking that they want things so fast and they want instant gratification. Truth be told, you really never know how long it's going to take for you to lose weight, okay? Generally you lose around 0.5 pounds to 2 pounds a week or so, but it differs on the individual because of the fact you'll still lose around that weight or so, but it differs on the individual because of their lifestyle and what they're getting into, what they've done in the past, and all the other things I've already said. So, to clear the slate, I just wanted to make sure I get that across, but if you follow these principles, I guarantee you, okay, you're going to see results. If you stick to it, you cannot fall off, you have to stick to it, you have to keep going, and I promise you, you'll lose the weight. And this video applies more so to people who are looking to lose a lot of weight. If you're somebody who literally just wants to lose 5 or 10 pounds, you really just need to make small adjustments. This does apply to you, but you don't have to go so extravagant into the weight loss. Sometimes you just need to even drop a little bit of calories, switch some of the foods out you're eating, work out, do a bit of cardio, and you'll actually hit your weight within a few months or so. But you don't have to go as drastic. Okay, the first thing, obviously your calories. What you're gonna do, okay, you're gonna take 1 week. If you're somebody who doesn't eat in a structured manner, or if you're somebody that eats in a structured manner, regardless, this is what you're gonna do because you have to start somewhere, okay? You're gonna take 1 week, 7 days, you're going to, whether it's on MyFitnessPal, you write it down, you put it in an Excel sheet, I don't care, regardless. I'm gonna put a link to an Excel sheet down below if you want to use that. I also use MyFitnessPal, but it's there if you want it. You're gonna take everything you eat, you're gonna list it at the time that you eat it, okay? The day, the time, and what you eat. And I don't want you to just write 1 o'clock hamburger. No, you gotta go into the buns, you gotta go into the meat that was in there, you gotta go into the condiments that were used, and anything else that you put in there. You gotta be specific because you wanna track calories as much as possible when you're looking at how many calories you need to break down. And you're gonna do that for every single meal. I don't care if it's just from eating 1 apple all the way to going out to some sort of a fast food chain restaurant and eating there. You're gonna document everything, and by the end of the 7 days, you're going to add up all of the days individually. So if Monday you ate 2,000 calories, Tuesday you ate 1,800 calories, Wednesday you ate 3,000 calories, whatever the case is, you're gonna add them all up each day, and then you're gonna take all of those different days and you're gonna add all of them up, okay? The total amount that you get, you're going to then divide that by 7 because you're doing it over 7 days, all right? And then you're going to average that out, okay? The average number that you get from there is what you're roughly going to use as a calorie intake that you're going to aim for every day, okay? You're gonna take that number and you wanna generally stay 200 to 300 calories below it. So if I average out to 2,500 calories a day from everything that I added up, but I wanna aim to be in a bit of a deficit. Now, the reason why you wanna aim to be in a bit of a deficit, because every day isn't necessarily going to be the same amount of calories that you intake, right? That's why it's an average. But the idea is to still stay below that so that at the very least that you know that you will be in a deficit, okay, to lose weight. And then what you do is you track it. Every 2 weeks, you look at your weight. If you haven't lost anything, then subtract it a little bit more by about 100 calories or so and play around with it, okay? And that's what you do. And then you keep doing that from that point on. But you want to, again, stay within 0.5 to 2 pounds per week or so. That's what you want to aim for. That is a safe amount of weight to lose. You can go higher than that if you drop your calories even lower, but you're gonna feel pretty crappy because you're gonna have your ghrelin hormone spiking. It's gonna make you feel irritated and hungry. So I would suggest doing it this way, okay? You're also gonna make sure you get 30 grams of fiber. It's going to help, not get rid of, okay? It's not a magic potion or a magic, any sort of magic food that's gonna help you with that, but you're gonna take around 30 grams worth of fiber a day to help curb your hunger and also allow you to feel a bit more full. If you wanna have a little bit more than that, that's no problem. You don't really have to worry about macros for now. It's just about being in a deficit. You wanna try and keep it around what your body weight is, but again, just for now in the beginning, if it's not around your body weight in grams, it's not the end of the world, it's fine. You're just focusing on losing weight. You're still gonna maintain some muscle mass, it's not gonna disappear. Your main goal right now is to lose the weight regardless, okay? The calories that you're eating, you can go a few ways with this. You can either keep eating some of the foods that you're eating, which I don't always suggest for every individual. It would be different if I looked at your personal palette and what you're eating and I could better guide you, but because everybody has different eating orders or disorders, or they have different habits, they eat different foods, they have different sugar intakes. Some people have a bit more of an addiction to sugar, others don't. There's a lot of different variables, but just to keep it simple for this video, you can still keep eating the food that you're eating as long as you're in a deficit, or you switch out certain foods for lower calorie dense foods, okay? So things of higher protein, more vegetables, things of that nature, just to keep it simple, which are gonna ensure that you are losing more weight, okay? Now, for the beginning, for the first month or so, like I said, see how you feel, track your weight, see how your energy levels are. They're going to dip a bit. You can't avoid that because you're going to be in a deficit when it comes to losing weight, especially if you're somebody who has a lot of weight to lose. There's no other way around that. You can do your best to feel full by eating lower calorie dense foods, like I mentioned earlier, to help keep you feeling better and full, but you're still initially going to feel a bit of energy loss because you're in a calorie deficit. You're not eating the same amount of calories, whether it be spread throughout the day or all in one shot, that your body is used to getting. So that's normal and you're going to feel like that for a bit. The good thing is you adapt. After 2 weeks or so, generally I find with clients, they start to adapt. Again, it differs per person, but around that, they start to adapt, they start to feel better. And then we assess, right? You start to see what the scale says, you start to see how you feel, and then if you have to, you drop your calories a little bit more. Now I'm gonna do another video on this, what happens when you get to that point and what you should start to do. That comes down to basically your protein intake and making sure that you start to increase that and play around with your macros a little bit more. But I'm gonna save that for another video. This is just for starters, for individuals who want to start losing the weight, right? But stick to this for now. It's very easy, very simple to do, and very easy for you to follow. Okay, the second thing, your workout. Now, of course, you can just lose weight without working out and just eating in a deficit, but why wouldn't you want to gain the benefits of exercise and cardiovascular exercises, whether it's, you know, high intense cardio, low intense cardio, whatever, and also weightlifting. Weightlifting is the most important thing in my eyes, not for fat loss, because moving and doing cardio is actually going to yield more fat loss, which I'm going to get to in a second, you should be doing. But weightlifting has a lot more benefits in the long run for you as you get older in regards to keeping your bone structure healthy and helping stave away diseases like osteoporosis when you're older in your 70s, and you can become stronger and you can still move around and not feel like you want to break and fall apart, right? Also, again, as I already mentioned, it makes you stronger even now at this point in time. It gives you more energy. Like, there's a lot of benefits you're going to yield from it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link in the description. There's going to be a plan for you to follow, an easy plan for you to follow along with that you can do at the gym or at your house, okay? There's going to be a few different options in there. If you don't have cardio equipment, if you do have cardio equipment, just click the one that's better for you. I made it easy to follow for the first few months. You can keep doing this too if it's working for you. If you're somebody who wants a bit more of a challenge with the exercise routine, then you can add more repetitions. Use your own discretion. You are the best judge. You are the best know-it-all for your character and what you can do right now. But it's there for you to follow and it's there for you to use so that you can start not only losing weight and becoming healthier, being in a calorie deficit and eating better foods, but also becoming stronger while also burning off more calories while exercising and doing a bit of cardio and also doing weightlifting. And I know what some of you guys are saying. You're probably thinking, well, I don't need to do cardio if I want to lose weight. You don't. That's optional. I get it. But here's the thing. Cardio is going to be one of the best things that you can do to strengthen your heart. You have a stronger heart, you live longer. There's been an ample amount of tests on it. There's nothing wrong with doing cardio, especially if it comes down to weight loss. It's going to help you get there even faster. You're going to become stronger. Your cardiovascular system is going to become stronger as well, and it's going to help you in your daily life as well. Your breathing is going to get better. You're going to have more energy, so on and so forth. So you can do whatever you want. It's going to be in there if you want to use it. I suggest you use it. It's only going to help you, and you can go to what your pace is. If you can only start off with walking because of your injuries, if you have any injuries, do that. If you want to start off with doing something like the elliptical that's easy on your knees at the gym, or using a bike, do that too. Swimming, probably the best thing that you can do if you're actually swimming and not treading water, even though treading water itself still yields a lot of, still burns a lot of calories. Great. You make the decision, you choose. And then the last thing, which a lot of people don't talk about, okay, is what you tell yourself up here. If you are not going to be your best friend or the best cheerleader, so to speak, for yourself, and always put yourself down, then you're never going to get to the physique that you want, and you're never going to get to the weight that you want, right? It's not meant to be a walk in the park, but it doesn't have to be hard if you just follow certain steps like I've given you the ones in this video. There are going to be other questions that come your way that you're not going to have the answers to, but it doesn't mean you can't find the answers to them. And you have to be willing to tell yourself, I've gotten this far now. There's no reason why I can't get the answers to the questions that have come up now in my life towards my fitness and my health. And that goes for anything in life, but it has to be you. If you always step back and not do something because you create some sort of a deterrent thought in your mind, or because you don't feel like it, you will never get the results that you want, okay? The biggest setback to anybody ever getting results was because they never felt like it. Because if you don't do it on the days that you don't want to do it, you will never get the results you want, because you're going to have a lot more of those days compared to the days that you are motivated. You will be motivated in the beginning. It'll allow you to continue, but to keep those embers going, you have to have discipline and drive. And the only way to do that is if you keep doing it when you don't feel like it. And I always tell people to surround yourself with people that are going to, boost you up and help you out, and listen to things that are going to motivate you, but not just motivate you, but give you lessons that you can live by. Kind of like little gold gems or little gold nuggets that you can hold to yourself and remember when you're having those bad days when you don't want to work out and you don't want to do the things you want to do, that's going to allow you to go forward. Because I promise you, when you go forward and you end up doing this exercises or cardiovascular exercises or the eating routine or whatever on days that you don't feel like it, you're going to get to a place where you start to see results, and you're not going to want to stop at that point. And that's how you build strength to keep going forward. All right, guys, if you liked the video, click like, subscribe, comment, share. Remember the stuff in the description. Click on those links, utilize them, and come back to the video and let me know what your thoughts are, and let me know if you've gotten any results and how you're doing, if you're following these little rules that I've put together for you, and I'll see you guys around.